we present the Grumbleweeds. Carl, Graham, Morris and Robin in Mind Your Own Business.
There. I've finished.
Finished what, old gaffer?
My letter to Melanie.
You're wasting your time writing to that little wart. She can't read.
Now, that's not exactly true, Uncle Nasty. She can't read joined-up writing, so I've printed it.
I wish she'd come home. I do miss her.
I'm sure she's trying to come home, Wilfred. It's just that she's got a terrible sense of direction.
I feel sorry for her stuck out there in Cuba.
No, she's not in Cuba now, Ratface.
What do you mean?
This letter came this morning. She's in India.
How the heck has she got to India?
By trying to get to Canada. I told her she's got a terrible sense of direction.
Poor Melanie.
What are you talking about, poor Melanie? She'd be having a great time in India. She'd be sacred.
No, I don't think so, Uncle Nasty. It's cows that are sacred in... Ah, see what you mean. It was a joke.
Ah, well, I don't think it's funny.
And nor do I.
What have you told her in your letter, Uncle Rubbish?
I've tried to give her all the news, you know, let her know how we are and what we're doing, why we're doing it. I've just tried to pack it with interesting information.
I will read it out to us, old gaffer.
All right, I'll read the letter, all right. Dear Melanie, we hope you are well. We are all well. I am well. Ratface is well. And Wilfred is well. Uncle Nasty is well. And Ernest and Geoffrey are well. Although Geoffrey isn't quite as well as Ernest is, but then again, Ernest, although well, sometimes looks well, when in fact he isn't well. Well, not as well as he looks. So having said that Geoffrey isn't quite as well as Ernest, it could be that Ernest, although looking well, may well not be well, and therefore not as well as Geoffrey. Anyway, on the whole, taken by and large, with all things being equal, one way and another, we are all well. Bye-bye for now, Uncle Rubbish.
Well, what a brilliant letter.
Absolutely. I think that's fantastic.
They don't write letters like that anymore, you know.
True.
I've always been able to write a good letter.
Quite right. There's nothing like a good letter.
And that were nothing like a good letter. Oh, no. What do you want, Frida?
I want putting away somewhere. Oh, I can't cope.
What's happened now, Frida?
What's happened? What hasn't happened? I left a bucket full of batter mix in that back kitchen last night, and it's gone.
Oh, dear.
How do you mean, gone?
Oh, heck.
Gone! I came down this morning and the flipping bucket's empty.
Oh, no.
I mean, what can anybody possibly want with a bucket full of batter mix?
Frida,
What?
was this bucket full of batter mix in a bucket?
Of course it was.
And did this bucket full of batter mix that were in a bucket have batter mix in it?
Of course it flipping did.
Get on with it, Grimshaw. What have you done with it?
I've used it to whitewash the cellar.
I don't believe it.
You stupid piker.
Ah, that was a bit of a daft thing to do, wasn't it, lad?
Well, you don't resent to me saying I don't do any jobs round the house, so I thought I'd do one. And the cellar did want whitewashing.
Not with rotten batter mix.
How am I going to make me Yorkshire puddings today?
Scrape it off the flipping wall.
The taste revolting.
Well, that'll be an improvement.
Look, Frida, don't worry about your Yorkshire puddings. We'll do without them.
There was still a bit of batter mix left on the brush if it's any good.
Well, where is it, lad?
It's standing in some turps.
Look, let's just forget it. It's an unfortunate accident, but it's happened, and we can't do anything about it.
What other culinary delights did you have to blend in with your Yorkshire puddings?
Scrambled egg in kipper casserole, Pickled onions and gravy.
Ah, well, that sounds different.
We're not going to listen to it. We've got to eat the rotten stuff.
Oh, I wish they'd come and take me away. I can't cope.
It's a wonder we're still alive eating the food she makes, I'll tell you.
Oh, I don't know, Uncle Nasty. I quite enjoyed yesterday's lunch.
Ah, so did I, old gaffer.
Mind you, I've always liked pigeon pie.
I think she made it from a carrier pigeon.
Why do you say that, Wilfred?
Well, in my bit, there was a bit of paper with a message on.
I'll get it. Hello? Oh, hello, Fred. It's Fred Fibber, like I'm
Oh, so long, that's all we need.
Ah, where have you been, Fred? We haven't seen you for a week or two. Have you? Hey, that's incredible. Hey, it's just one Tour de France cycle race on his little lad's tricycle.
He's a liar, is that Fred Fibber, I'll tell you now.
Yeah, well, we're all here, like, yeah. Hey, now that sounds interesting. Well, come round straight away if you want, lad.
Oh, I'm going home.
Right, Fred. We'll see you in about 5 minutes. Ta-da!
What's it all about, Ratface?
Hey, I don't know, but it sounds exciting. Fred's got a big business deal he wants to involve us in, like.
Hey, I think that's fantastic.
Well, what sort of business?
Monkey business if it's Fred Fibber.
Do you know, I bet it's what my horoscope said this morning.
Load of garbage horoscopes.
It said, take advantage of any business deals over the weekend. A major move will bring financial success. That's it. It's Fred's business deal.
Hey, it'd be fantastic if it were, wouldn't it? Financial success, eh?
Look, you pycan, if Fred Fibber's offering you a chance to be part of a business deal, there'll only be one fella who has financial success. Fred Fibber.
You don't like Fred, do you, Uncle Nasty?
Can't stick the little wart for 2 minutes.
Well, I say, let's see what he has to say before we rush into any wrong conclusions.
Ah, so do I.
Hey, here's Ernest and Geoffrey. Let's tell them.
Oh, tell us what?
Yes, tell us what, eh? Is it a bit of juicy scandal?
Oh, we love juicy scandal, don't we, Geoffrey?
We do, Ernest. The juicier the better.
Yes.
Fred Fibber's coming round with a big business deal.
Well, that's not juicy, is it, Ernest?
Which isn't, Geoffrey, no. It's not juicy at all.
Completely lacking in juice.
It's lacking in juicy.
Lacking
Lacking.
You know, when I listen to you two, I wish I lived up a tree.
Now, that could be juicy.
It could, Ernest, especially if it were an orange tree.
Fred Fibber's got a big business deal he wants to involve us in.
A business deal?
Yes, we're going to have to move, but it'll make us very rich. That'll be Fred. I'll let him in.
Oh, I am excited.
Aye, so am I, old gaffer.
Just think, in 5 minutes, we could all be part of a multi-million-pound business deal.
Oh, we could, Geoffrey.
He's here. Come in, Fred. All right, lads.
Right, Fibber. Whatever it is you have to say, get it said and get out. You're causing nothing but chaos in this house with your rotten, stinking lies.
Listen, pal, don't you talk to me like that. I've just come back from top-level discussions with government's think tank. And I've had best idea since I suggested moving Great Wall of China 5 yards to the left.
Now, what is this fantastic idea you've come up with, like, Fred?
Well, it's top secret, and I can only tell you if you're prepared to go in with me on a business basis.
Just how much is this venture going to cost us, Fibber?
50 quid apiece.
50 quid?
It's a bargain. We'll make a fortune. We'll clean up.
If you think I'm going to give you 50 quid to put in one of your crazy schemes, which you won't tell us about until I've given you the 50 quid, you've got another thing coming, pal.
Well, I say we all go in as a family.
So do I, gaffer.
If it's one of Fred's ideas, we're bound to make some money, and who knows, we might hit the jackpot.
Here.
Brilliant. Right, you're in.
So, tell us now, Fred, what's it all about?
Well, you know how everybody in this country always complains about the lousy weather?
Yes, we do. I mean, it's raining now.
Well, my brilliant plan will put an end to us having bad weather forever.
Well, this sounds good, Fred.
Well, government think tank thinks so.
Come on then, Fred, tell us. How are you going to guarantee us fabulous weather forever?
We're going to move Great Britain.
You big duck egg, Fibber.
It's as simple as that. My company, which you are all now a part of, moved British Isles into middle of Mediterranean where the sun always shines.
Well, what an incredible idea.
Brilliant.
How I think that's fantastic.
How the dickens can you move Britain, you great big wally?
It's simple, pal, when you've got my brains. I've got it all planned. All I needed was capital, and your 50 quids all provide that. Now, we send down a team of divers all round coastline, and they cut Britain free from seabed.
What a load of rubbish.
Go on, carry on, Fred.
Then we get about 200 tugboats, tie 'em to Brighton Pier, then tow British Isles right across Channel, through Bay of Biscay.
You can't tow Great Britain. I mean, how much do you think it weighs?
Listen, pal, I've thought of that, haven't I? To get us moving, we have to reduce weight, right? Right. There's about 50 million people in the country, right?
Hey,
Right. So, on a given signal, everybody from Land's End to John O'Groats jumps in air. Thus making Great Britain lighter. Right? Right. When they jump, tugs start tugging. So it'll be jump tug, until we get a bit of speed up, then we'll be on his way.
You should get Nobel Prize for this, Fred.
I don't want it, I've got 7 already.
just a minute, Fred. I don't want to suggest that this wouldn't work, but what happens to the people in John O'Groats when they jump up? If you start tugging when they're in the air, there'll be nothing for them to land on when they come down.
Yeah, right. You know, I think Wilfred's got a point there, Fred. You see, if you think about it, if there's like a poor fella on John O'Groats promenade, he jumps up, Great Britain like shifts down 3 feet. He's had it.
Don't you think I haven't thought of that?
And what brilliant idea have you come up with to combat that one then, Fibber?
Inflatable kilts.
You must think we're sick. Inflatable kilt. All right. So you get Great Britain through the Bay of Biscay. But I've got you now, Fibber. How do you get it through the Straits of Gibraltar?
Now that's true. It's too narrow.
No problem there, pal. There's 2 choices. We can cut off Cornwall and go back for it later. Or screw everything down, get everybody to hang on to something, tilt Britain on its side and go in edgeways.
That is fantastic.
I take my hat off to you, Fred.
I'd like to take my belt off to him.
Right, now we anchor it off coast of Italy, and bingo, think of the advantages.
What flipping advantage?
Obvious, pal. Sardinia will be part of Merseyside. Then all we need is a bridge. Like we could have an away day between Macclesfield and Naples. Calling in at Rochdale, Huddersfield, Milan and Florence.
Brilliant.
Well, I think it's sensational. Just think, Geoffrey, we could wear our lime green and canary yellow polka dot bathing trunks all year round.
Oh, I can't wait, Ernest.
So, when do we start, Fred?
As soon as I've got your 50 quids, I'll bring deep sea diving apparatus, organise team of divers, and we're away.
What a set of wallies we are.
What do you mean, Uncle Nasty?
What do I mean? Fred Fibber's made idiots of the lot of us.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that.
Yes, he has. He comes here, tells us the biggest load of codswallop I've ever heard in my life. You believe him, persuade me against my better judgment, we give him £50 each, and we haven't seen him since.
No, well, he's probably having top-level discussions with Cabinet, like.
Top-level discussions with the Cabinet. He's made fools of us all.
Oh, I won't go as far as to say that.
Of course he has. He's taken the flipping lot of us to the cleaners.
Oh, no, I can't agree with you there, Uncle Nasty. The cleaners are open on a Sunday.
Look, how long is it since he left this house clutching that fistful of money?
Well, it's,
How long?
It's,
How long?
2 weeks, like.
2 weeks. Ha. And what do you get when you telephone his house?
No reply.
No reply. And do you know why you get no reply when you phone his house?
Yes, there's nobody there.
Exactly. Fred Fibber and his rotten, lousy family live in the south of France now, paid for with our rotten money.
Do you think so?
I'm sure so.
But it was all in our horoscopes.
Ah, you're right, Gaffer, it was.
I keep telling you, they're a load of garbage.
Well, I don't think Fred would let us down.
Nor do I, Wilfred.
A man who's climbed Mount Everest, swum the Channel 26 times, gone over Niagara Falls in a tin bath. The man who invented penicillin, has done the 2-minute mile, won the Grand National on a donkey. That's why a man doesn't let you down.
Of course he doesn't.
I'll get it.
A man who's carried an elephant over the Alps, who's been the world heavyweight, middleweight, and featherweight boxing champion, all at the same time. A man who's represented Great Britain at every Olympics since 1948. A man who can speak 37 languages fluently. That sort of man doesn't tell you a cock and bull story, turn you out of your money and go off to the south of France.
Of course he doesn't.
Who was that on the phone?
Fred Fibber,
You see? I knew he wouldn't let us down. Where is he?
south of France.
I don't believe it.
Aye, flipping Joe.
What did he say?
He said he was sorry he hadn't been in touch, but he's been having discussions with French government. Apparently they've objected to his idea to put Britain in the Mediterranean, so the deal might be off.
I knew it.
Oh, no.
Anyway, he says he's on his way back and he'll come round and see us as soon as he arrives. He's leaving now,
When's he expect to be home then?
in about 3 hours.
Oh, he's obviously flying.
No, he said he were walking.
Come in, Fred, and sit yourself down.
Aye, make yourself at home, Fred. Now you're back. What's the news on the business deal?
It's off, lads.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear, Fred, we were banking on you making us rich.
I won't bank on him making you a cup of tea.
So what's gone wrong, Fred?
It was French government. They objected to the scheme.
Why, Fred? It's a brilliant idea.
I know that, pal, but you think about it. All them holiday resorts on the south coast of France depend on holiday makers to make them pay, don't they? Monte Carlo, Cannes, Nice, Saint-Tropez. Well, once we get Britain down there in the Mediterranean, I mean, what's going to happen? They'll all want to go to Blackpool, won't they?
I never thought of that.
At least our original investment will still be safe, won't it, Fred?
Aye. In fact, it should have earned a bit of interest.
You're not saying anything, Fred.
No. You see, now, how can I put it without giving the impression that I've spent it?
How about telling the rotten truth, Fibber?
I've spent it.
I knew it.
But, Fred, what have you spent it on?
Aye, if the deal didn't happen, where's our money gone?
Listen, Paul, you can't take Prime Minister of France out to dinner and give him pie and chips, can you?
No, I suppose not. He'd probably want peas as well.
I mean, I had to wine him, I had to dine him. I mean, champagne was 30 quid a bottle.
You're the right villain, you are, Fibber. You've taken no Prime Minister of France out to dinner.
Of course I am. And I'll tell you something. He can shift his fulcrum, that old lad. He had 7 helpings of frog's legs.
I don't think I'd like frog's legs.
I've only had 'em once. They kept kicking me chips off my plate.
Oh, that's hysterical, that is. I think that's fantastic. He probably wants peas as well.
All right. So, what's the next move, Fibber?
Well, I knew you wouldn't believe me, so I had a word with French ambassador on my way back through London, right? I told him, I said, my business associates aren't going to believe me, Francois. So he says, leave it to me, Freddy boy, mon ami.
Right? So, right, he's sending up one of his undersecretaries of state who has special responsibilities for tourism in the south coast resorts of France.
So, is a Frenchman coming here?
Of course he is.
And what's his name?
Monsieur Sidney Disqueak.
Who do you say he is?
He's Undersecretary for State with special responsibilities for tourism in the south coast resorts of France.
And what time's he arriving?
In about half an hour.
And can he give us our money back?
So he says. Mind you, watch him. Now look, don't sign anything unless you know what you're signing for. You know these foreigners, I mean, if you're not careful, you might end up buying Eiffel Tower.
What do you mean, we? I mean, you'll be here, won't you?
Now, unfortunately, I'm due to defend my world chess title tonight, right? I've got 3 supermarkets to open before then. Anyway, see this Frenchman, right? And whatever you decide on, it'll be all right with me. Okay, I'll see myself out. Ta-da! Oh, before I go,
What is it, Fred?
can you lend us a couple of quid till payday?
Hello, Frida. Is he here?
Somebody's here, and he looks suspicious to me.
What do you mean, Frida?
He's wearing a beret and a striped jumper. He's pushing an old bike with onions hanging from his handlebars.
Ah, well, that'll be him. Send him in, Frida.
Yes, and hey, get some onions off him while you're at it, love.
He's no Undersecretary of State from France. Fibber's conned you again.
They're in here.
Ah, come in, Mr.
Bonjour, messieurs. Sidney Disqueak at votre service. Under Secretary of State avec les special responsibilities for tourism in the South Coast resorts of France.
I think the flipping tide's just coming.
And welcome, Monsieur Disqueak.
Yeah, welcome. Or as you say in France, welcome.
As I understand, vous have suffered a severe setback as regards votre first venture into big business.
50 quid each, pal.
Ah, we haven't much money, you see, Monsieur Disqueak, and £50 like it's to us is a fortune.
It was just about all I had in the world.
Moi also.
I see. So, vous are seeking ways and means of resecuring votre losses.
Definitely. Or as you say in France, definitely.
Well, it just so happens that votre hopes and dreams can be swiftly answered.
Oh, Monsieur Disqueak, yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Monsieur Disqueak.
Yes, thank you. Or as you say in France, thank you.
Naturally, I have to request votre signatures to this certificate.
Oh, yeah. Fred said there'd be something to sign. Or as you say in France, Fred said there'd be something to sign.
If vous can sign just alongside the various clauses and subsections, I shall be très appreciative.
There we are. Here's the pen, Uncle Nasty.
Give it here and let's get our money back. There.
Thank you, Uncle Nasty. Your turn, Wilfred.
Yeah, right. What's the French for Will?
Get it signed.
There, Monsieur Disqueak.
I will send the signed certificate off to my head office in France, and all the financial arrangements will be settled by my superior.
So, how long before it's all sorted out, Monsieur?
6 or 7 days at the outside.
Absolutely brilliant.
Ah, thank you again, Monsieur Disqueak. Frida will let you out.
It's been a pleasure to do business with you, or as we say in France, it's been a pleasure to do business with you.
Well, at least we're getting our money back.
Good old Fred Fibber. I knew he wouldn't let us down. Or, as they say in France, I knew he wouldn't. Okay.
Hey, there's a lot of clauses on that certificate, old lad.
There is, Ratface.
Where's the bit about us getting our £50 back?
I'm trying to find it. Ah, Here's £50 mentioned. Oh, dear.
What's up, old gaffer?
Oh, dear, oh, dear. This is terrible.
What is?
This is...
What does it say?
We, the undersigned, promise to pay the government of France the sum of £50 each per month for the next 25 years
25 years?
on behalf of Fred Fibber Enterprises Limited.
Fred Fibber, he's conned us again.
Delivery of the purchase to be made in 6 to 7 days from signing.
Delivery of purchase? What we bought? Or as they say in France, what have we bought?
Shut it! Or as they say in France, you'll wake up with a crowd round here.
Oh, Ecky Thump.
Uncle Rubbish, you've gone white. What have you seen now, old lad?
Clause 1, paragraph 1, right at the top of the page.
Well, what is it?
We've not been conned into paying for the Channel Tunnel to be built, have we? Not daft like that.
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
On behalf of Fred Fibber Enterprises Limited, we've just bought the Eiffel Tower.
You have been listening to Mind Your Own Business, or as they say in France,
Get on with it.
Get on with it. Starring the Grumbleweeds, Carl, Graham, Morris and Robin. Mind Your Own Business was written and produced by Mike Craig.
Or as we say...
Uncle Nasty.
Steady on now.